the top of our X profile. You can submit your questions there, and we will get round to answering them. We still have about 15 in the hopper to get through.
Welcome to a very special episode of the channel. It used to be called Tom's Trousers. I was about to say Tom's Trousers, but it's not called that anymore. So, welcome to a very special episode of Thomas Log 97. Now, there are a couple of reasons why this is a very special episode. Reason number one is that it's my first time ever doing a solo woodland camp. In fact, it's not just my first time ever doing a solo woodland camp, it's technically my first time ever doing a truly solo wild camp, because the only one other one that I've done was the one at the beach, and that had Archie in it. Whereas today, I combined today and tonight there, whereas today, I'm totally on my own. And when I say totally on my own, I'm in it. Because this is not just a public bit of woodland near where I live. This is actually private land that I've got permission to camp on tonight. So I should be the only person here. And this is quite a big woodland. See, I put a message out on my Facebook just saying, look, if anyone local to me knows anyone who happens to own like a nice bit of woodland, then, you know, get in touch. Because I'm looking for somewhere to do a few camps. I've been told I need to go this way, because down that way is a house. So I need to go that way. But I might just set up near the car, to be honest. So yeah, I just sort of said, if anyone knows anyone that has some land that I could set up on for a few nights, I'd really appreciate it. And someone came through, Rusty, shout out Rusty, and said, yeah, I know a bloke. So we came down here, met the bloke, and he was like, yeah, you won't be able to do it in July, but, you know, until then, just let me know, just come down, and yeah, it'll be alright. As long as you go this way, don't go that way. What I should have done, I'm now realising, is set up a mystery. Oh, I was told, go in the woods, but whatever you do, don't go that way. And it could have been a hole, maybe it's Bigfoot. It's not, it's just a house there, that's all. And the best place for us to go is to set up over by the car. Or close-ish to the car, anyway. Now, I appreciate this isn't like wild camping. And I imagine a lot of people are thinking, oh, well, this is just car camping. At a certain point, all you're doing is car camping. And that's true, but what I need to do, and I've said this a few times recently, is build up this like tolerance to camping, where I know that I'm going to get a good night's sleep. I know I'm not going to get freaked out by the sounds in the night. This is a perfect spot, by the way. This is literally a perfect spot. The car's just there. A bit lame, but this is a good spot. Yeah, I've got to build up that tolerance. I've got to get used to the sounds of the woodland in the night, and knowing that I'm in a safe place that I have permission to be in is going to help with that, for sure. Because you see, what happened with the whole gravel wood thing is I got to this point and I felt like I was being watched, and I felt like I wasn't welcome. Whereas I know I could be being watched. I haven't got to worry about anything like that. Just vibe with the forest, man. Let's get his tent set up. So, today's tent of choice is the Fox 2. I've been using the Hyena 2 recently, but I thought I'll give the Fox 2 a good shake as well. And I like to have new equipment to test out in each of my videos. So today we have some brand new Hikeman tent pegs. These are the ones, Sam was using these in our camping video we did last week, and they are just superb pegs. So I thought, yeah, I'll pick up some of them, start using them instead. Especially with how hard my ground is at home. Did I mention it's a really hot evening? The midges are absolutely descending on me, but I'm reasonably happy with this setup. Whew. Yeah, that could be pulled a bit tighter, couldn't it? It's the ground here. I'm glad I got these pegs. The ground here is so hard, man. That'll help. Brought nothing with me to stop all the bugs from descending, so I'm just gonna have to deal with that until the midges go to bed in an hour or so. I've got the Thermarest Neo Loft once again tonight. I've got my winter sleeping bag, which I don't know why I brought my winter sleeping bag, because I do not need. I probably won't need a sleeping bag at all tonight, to be honest with you. It's bloody hot. It's gonna be like 20 degrees overnight, but yeah. I'm sweating like mad. I just want to get my stuff set up so I can chill out. The plan tonight is we've got a couple of steaks to cook, so that's going to be really good. I've got some tea. I'm going to do a little live stream. And then I've been on like a Star Wars binge recently. So I've got the first aftermath novel on my Kindle. And I'm working through Obi-Wan, which is horrifically boring. But probably good camping fodder. So there you go. Spend a couple hours doing that. I'm doing a little live stream. Did I say that? I'm going to do a live stream as well for the YouTube viewers at home. I'm going to start doing that when I'm doing solo camps. Little live from camp videos. So yeah. I think it'll be an early one to bed. Because, again, like I said before, I want to build up to a point where I'm just getting a good night's sleep so I'm camping. And this seems like a great opportunity to do that. I'm gonna wake up tomorrow covered in bites. Bound to happen. Seal that up so nothing crawls into it. Let's get some cooking going, I think. I also forgot that I grabbed this as well. I bought this like a year ago. One of those early trips, and just haven't had it yet. I am over my calories for the day. I'm cutting at the minute, so I'm 93 kilos at the minute, trying to cut down to 85. I was 105 at the start of the year. I had a couple of comments actually, people saying like that I clearly lost some weight, so thank you for that, that's very nice. But this would take me well over my calorie allowance, so I don't know. Yeah, if you can't read that, it's a salted chocolate caramel brownie. I had one of the other ones and it was really good. Sticky toffee pudding, I think. Well, no, it wasn't. It was all right. It was only okay. I do have some nerves tonight, even though I know I'm okay to be here. I've got no bad vibes from the woods other than the bloody gnats, and I think there's like a spider's nest all over that tree, which probably shouldn't have pitched right next to because I don't like spiders, but I'm not moving the tent. But yeah, there are some nerves getting out and doing this still. It's just the unknown, it's just being out here and all that, you know? It's a Tuesday night, man, it's a Tuesday night. What working 20-something-year-old goes out camping on a Tuesday night? That's crazy, bro. Got the MSR pocket rocket tonight, rather than the Hero stove. That's my, this is my stove of choice when I'm cooking onto a pan. And I've got my little fire maple set. Very, very good fire maple stuff, very, very good. So let's get these steaks on, shall we? Someone always criticises what I choose to put onto steaks. And you'll be pleased to know I've got some chicken seasoning from Waitrose. Onion and salt, red bell peppers, garlic, black pepper, sugar, parsley, tarragon, lemon peel and paprika. So I hope that's alright for steak. If not, I don't care. It's my dinner. It's not your dinner, it's my dinner. The only downside to the pocket rocket is it doesn't have an igniter. to bring something out to ignite it. Which is a bit crap, but there you go. Yeah, the reason they call it the pocket rocket. Hopefully that keeps the midges away as well. Get ready for the sizzle. Get ready for the sizzle. Ready for the sizzle. Oh, what a beautiful noise that is. Haven't got to cook for long either. Out of interest, as someone who watches camping videos, what do you prefer? Do you prefer it when YouTubers make meals like this, or do you prefer it when they like just do the Wayfarer bags and talk about the Wayfarer bags? Because it's hard to like talk about this. Go out to Tesco and get a steak, you know? It's just a steak. As with the Wayfarer bags, it's like, it's almost a gear, isn't it, Wayfarer bags? It's like a product that you can go out and buy, and so when I talk about it, it makes sense. This is probably more satisfying to watch, I'll bet. It's more satisfying. I prefer this, personally. Oh. Yeah, there have been a few spiders. Don't mind little spiders, don't like big ones. Don't mind the tiny ones. At rehearsal studio the other day, my band's playing a festival, Prog for Pier in July, and there was this giant spider in the sink. Probably the biggest kind of you can get in the UK. It was horrible. I was the only one freaking out. And the worst thing is, there it was, and then you go back in a minute later and it's vanished. And everyone's like, oh good, the spider's gone. I'm like, where has it gone? That is not a good thing. I would rather know where the spider is. Although in this case, if there are any giant spiders, and there is a massive spider's nest, I would actually prefer not to know until I pack up and leave tomorrow. Keep this firmly zipped up, yeah? All night long. There we go, that would be a bit better. I can shut the other one on as well. Oh, that one's massive, look at that! It's huge! There's like no fat on that as well. Absolutely banging. That's good stuff. When I came down here to check it out for the first time about a week ago, there was a lot of deer. I saw like 2 deer. There was 3 of us chatting quite loudly. They didn't seem to mind. So I'm sort of expecting to bump into some deer at some point. Steak all done. I'm watching a Andor Series 2 review in my ears. Just chilling out, just having a nice time. Gonna take my cooking stuff back to the car. You're literally just there. Yeah, hang out for a little bit. I think I'm gonna do my live stream soon, so that's exciting. And make a cup of tea. What am I doing, man? Just out in the woods, having a steak of a Tuesday evening. I've been screw it, I guess I'm talking to the camera. I guess I'm not putting this cooking stuff back yet. I've been kind of stressing this one. I stress all of them. I was gonna pull out at the last minute. And by the way, every single camp I've done on this channel, except for the ones where I've like travelled quite far for them, which is like 2, I've wanted to pull out last minute. Because I just get in my own head. And I set the date, like a week in advance. I'm like, right, that's all done. Sorted that out. That's in the calendar. Childcare, sorted. Everything's good with the wife. It's okay if that can be a work day or I'm not as productive. It's all good. It's all good. And the day rolls around, and the whole day I'm just like, it's the night before it starts. The anxiety starts to get in, and then the day of, I'm like, I could just stay at home, watch some Clarkson's Farm, or Friends, or whatever we're watching. Have a nice normal dinner. and sleep in my bed. And this is yet another time where I felt that, and I've come this close to bailing, and at the last minute gone, let's go. The bivvy camp video that I did with Matt, I kept saying to him, all right, home time, all right, let's go home now. In my head I kept thinking, I'll forget this, I'm going to go home, I'm going to swing by Morrison's, grab a big bloody pizza and a pint of Ben & Jerry's, and sit on the sofa and have that. And it was so tempting every single time. Especially when you're in a bivvy and you can just pack up super quick. But today I pressed through. I've got this motto I've used this week, because I've had a pretty rough, I mean, it's like Tuesday, what am I talking about? Yesterday I just barely slept. Sunday night, so I was in a pretty crap mood on Monday. I was getting stressed out about everything I had to get done on Monday, and I kept telling myself, I have to do what is required of me. I've got to walk the dog, I've got to get this food shop in, I have to go to the gym, I have to get this work bit done, I have to attend this meeting. Today I haven't been as tired, but I've kind of kept it. I thought, no, I have to do what is required of me, and this camp is one of those things. Because I'll look back and I will enjoy it, and it will be good in the long run. Plus I get to make a video out of it. But the anxiety still comes in, and then my wife came home about 6:30. I left about 7, but she came out at 6:30, and I was like, I don't really want to do it, to be honest. And I thought, no, just get in the car and get going. Get here, set up your tent. Once that's done, you can just hang out, you just chill out. And if you still don't want to do it, when you get to this point, you've had your food, you've sat in nature for a little bit, if at this point you decide, I'll go home, then that's fine. Because you've spent your evening out, you've gotten out there and done it. Not all the way through to completion, sure, and that's bad. But you've done a bloody good job if you make it to this point. And then when you get to this point, inevitably it's like, yeah, I'm enjoying this actually. The next question inevitably is like, well, what are you anxious about? And I think it's just the faff of doing it, and sticking it out and staying out here, and what if a weird sound wakes me up in the night, and what if I don't sleep very well, but then you just do it. And it's good. Alright, I'm gonna get moving. That's what I'm gonna do. Here we go. And we are live. Brilliant. Oh. Good afternoon, good evening, good everything. I'm going to try and prop my phone up. Alright, listen chaps, it's been a good hour or so of chatting to the live stream, but I think it's time to head into bed and hunker down. It's 20 to 10. See you later guys, cheers for watching. Peace or peace out or whatever. Anyway, goodbye. Yeah. Righto, that's the live stream done. Not bad at all. Shout out to Ian for the super chat, £5, what a legend. And that'll be available to watch as well if you want to catch up with all that. It was a lot of nonsense. Had some absolute freaks in my chat tonight. It's starting to get dark. So, I mean, it's not, like, it's still bright out, like, you can see the sky is still bright. But I think I'm going to head into bed. The darker it gets, the more panicky I'm going to be. But there's no reason to be. Some guys in the chat were like, oh, we see you, we're going to jump out and get you. I'm like, go on then. There's been a couple of deers as well. Yep, let's move. I won't lie. I'm not feeling it. Fuck me. Oh god, I just saw a tree for a second there, I thought, oh god, it looked like a creature, man. My brain recognised it as that. And then I turned away and then I looked back and then it processed it. Yeah, no, I'm not feeling it, boys. If I get into my tent and just chill out and calm my nerves down, I'll be fine. I literally came off the live stream, looked around. I'm gonna chill out for a little bit, see how I feel. I need to get over it, man. I need to get over it. It's as simple as that. Persevere. Just what I wanted. Monk chat going crazy. I'm chilling out though. I'm glad that I caught that sort of moment of like doubt on camera. It's very hot. I'm gonna stick it out. That would be a terribly freaky noise if I didn't know what it was. I was drifting off to sleep when he started going off. I'm bailing. Not because I'm scared. Because I just can't be bothered. I'm tired. I just want to go to bed. I want a good night's sleep. So I'm bailing. When it's not right, it's not right. There's tons of bugs in here. I don't know how. Right. Okay, so I'm watching this back and I've realised that I didn't actually provide context to why I left. It just looked like the deer started going off on one, so that I left. So let me explain a little bit what actually happened there. So I was lying down, drifting off to sleep. I calmed down, I chilled out. I was actually thinking to myself, oh, I'm so glad that I stayed and didn't pack up my things and go home. I was watching some YouTube videos, I just had one ear in and I was just listening to them. And then I finished one and I thought, yeah, I feel alright now. I'm gonna just drift off to sleep. And I'm lying there, I'm drifting off to sleep. I'm in that phase between being awake and being asleep where you're kind of thinking of loads of things. And then, and I didn't capture the first one on the camera because I scrambled to get the camera. That deer, from my perspective, it was like only a few meters away from the tent. Doesn't come through in the video just how loud the deer was. But my brain didn't initially process it in that stage between sleeping and waking. I didn't process it as a deer. All I heard was a woman shrieking at the top of her lungs a few meters away from my tent. And I cannot describe the jarred awake immediately, the adrenaline that was sent through my body. And then it happened again, and then I realised, oh, thank goodness. At first I thought, was that real? Did I make that up? I thought, oh, thank goodness, it's just a deer. And then, once that moment had passed, my heart just bam, 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 bam. And the problem is, from that moment on, because I was already on edge, right, a little bit, and I had calmed down, but that was game over. And the deer started screaming at another deer, and it lasted about 20 minutes. And it only stopped when I put my light on. And obviously, I guess it saw the light and run off. I just thought, I'm not going to sleep. I'm just not going to get to sleep. So yeah, I then packed down in a hurry. Whenever I begin packing down, I feel like I need to hurry. It's like something's chasing you or whatever. It's like walking up the stairs in the dark. And then my camera died, so I didn't really explain anything. But that's what happened from my perspective. Horrifying. It was absolutely fine. It was nothing. But that's what happened. That's how this video ends, I'm afraid. We're going to go again. Obviously, we're going to go again. This is a minor setback. I actually think I did pretty well. I got out there. I was falling asleep. As with everything on this channel, I'm not experienced. This is a learning process. I got spooked here. Next time I go back, I'll be prepped. I'll be ready for that kind of thing to happen again. And should stick it out. The thing is, right, this is a journey. And if I keep doing camping, then in a year's time, it's not going to faze me, stuff like this. And I'll look back on videos like this and I'll think, what the hell was I going on about? I get a lot of comments to that effect, like, why are you so scared? Blah, blah, blah. I will get used to it, but I'm not quite there yet. And I think this is actually quite interesting to watch. This is this growth, this development, this journey that we're going on. So that's where we're at now. Almost stuck it out. Almost stuck it out. But there you go. Right, thank you very much for watching. Here's some other videos you can watch if you want to. Well, go on then. Pick one.